This podcast is proudly supported by the Ōtara Network Action Committee, ONAC, community-owned, community-driven and community-led.
Kia ora, I'm Chevelle and this is
Anna, kia ora.
We are from 274 Clean Up Queens. In today's podcast, we will find out what our community know about inorganics. Our first guest is Esther from the ONAC My River Call Centre. Kia ora, Esther.
Kia ora, Chevelle. Kia ora, Anna. Thank you for having me today.
How much do you know about inorganics?
I think I know a little bit. I think that, for me, inorganics is a time where you get to clean out all your clutter and your, what they say, junk. Being a hoarder, I have accumulated a lot of unnecessary things, really. Things that I say one day I'm going to use it and a year later I'm still saying one day I'm going to use it. So, that's what I think inorganics is about.
Okay. Would you know how to find out about your inorganics happening in your area?
Oh, thank you for the question, Anna. But to be honest, I just see my neighbour put theirs out and then I'll just go, oh yeah, must be time for organics. So, yeah, I don't know how to find out about that.
So if you go on the Auckland Council's website, you would find more information about it there.
Oh, excellent. Thank you for that, Anna. I have a question myself. Can I ask you?
Cool, yep.
So, what happens if I don't have internet or if I can't get online? Is there any other way I can find out how to find this information?
So if you go to go to a library, you can find computers there.
Oh, excellent. Thanks so much. Cool.
Has anything changed over the years for your inorganic collection?
Yeah, back in my days, we used to have what's called curbside inorganic, where you were able to put your rubbish out. Didn't matter how much you put out there. So you could do that. Didn't have to worry about so much about booking a specific date or that. They always had their dates, and they'd send you flyers or something in the email, in the mailbox. Problem was, people would go through those rubbish and a lot of the times you end up with a mess out in front of your property and, no one likes to see a mess out in front of their yard. Compared to nowadays, the system that the council has now, where you have the inorganics on your property within your boundaries, within your gates or whatever, if you've got a gate, I find that cleaner, to the point that there's not that excess of rubbish out on the curb. However, I also find that it's not, you can't put much out now as you used to be able to before, back in the past.
What are other ways you have tried to dispose of your inorganics?
I'm not going to lie, but yeah, like I said in one of your previous questions, I'm a hoarder. So I accumulate a lot of stuff, and the only way that we can get rid of them is, because like I said, I don't know how to, I don't know how to find out about my inorganic collection. So we would hire a skip bin. Yeah, one of those skip bins. It's costly, but at the same time, we don't want to dump our rubbish. We want to be able to do our part in keeping our community clean. So we do actually save up during the year for the bin. Sometimes, being in a housing house, they will do it. They'll pay for it, and we pay them. And so that's probably the only option that I know of that we have.
Kia ora, Esther. So if you don't mind me asking, would you be able to tell us more about the ONAC app?
Oh, kia ora again, Chevelle. Yes, I'm glad you mentioned that. So I'm from the ONAC My River Safety Line call centre, and we have a safety app, which is a social services and health services app, where people can download this app, and whatever their needs are, they can call us, and then we will connect them to a provider that is in our area in Ōtara. However, if the provider is not available, then we'll look outside of Ōtara for them. So that is a great opportunity for anyone that's watching this podcast today and need information about the inorganics, how you can go about booking it and all that. You can also call our app as well, and we can connect you to the Auckland Council, or we can give you the details as well through that. So thank you very much, Chevelle and Anna. When I think of our community, how it is at this time, we have a lovely, beautiful community that we live in here. But then we have a few people that just ignore, ignore inorganics, they ignore recycling, they ignore food waste and things like that and think it's okay. 10 years' time, if that's still happening, man, our community is going to be in the dumps. To be honest, it is. Our youth are going to be surrounded by people's dumped rubbish and, smelly bins and things like that. But I believe that these 274 clean-up queens, they are doing such a wonderful job going out there looking for these dumped rubbishes and arranging to have those collected. But at the same time, they shouldn't have to. It should be our job as responsible adults to make sure that we clean up after ourselves and be responsible.
My name is Chevelle.
This is Anna.
Thank you very much for having me. Thank you, Tiano.
Thank you.